3 different Ibanez Tube Screamers and 1 Tube Screamer clone. Can you tell the difference? We'll have a bit of a blindfold test right after this intro. Hello, my name is Elmo, Karjalainen, you can call me this guy if that's tricky to pronounce. It's good to have you along. Today I'm comparing 3 different Ibanez Tube Screamers and 1 Tube Screamer clone. And I'm gonna kind of blindfold test you, so you can guess if you can, or you can guess which is which and see if you can tell the difference. So I have the TS808, which is the most expensive of the bunch. I have the TS Mini, which is the most affordable one of the Ibanez Tube Screamers. I have the TS9, and then I have the Joyo Vintage Overdrive, which is by far the cheapest. I think it's roughly $25 or euros or something like that. The Joyo is a copy of the TS808, if I've understood correctly. Now, when comparing these, there's of course the whole build quality issue, and now there's not a huge difference between the Ibanez Tube Screamers. They all feel really well made and rugged. The TS808 is the heaviest, but they're actually all quite heavy, heavy duty. They basically feel and look really well made. Then we have the Joyo. The problem when buying really affordable budget cheap gear is that you never know how well it's made. Quite often it's not very well made, and that might be the problem with the Joyo. So bear that in mind. But we're here to check out sounds, so I'll get these hooked up and start playing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try a few different settings on the Tube Screamers, and I won't let you know in which order I'm playing them. The settings will be everything in the middle, then as a kind of clean boost type thing, and then with slightly more overdrive, and well, I'll let you know. What else do I have here? I have a custom mahogany Strat going into the Tube Screamers. I have a noise gate just in case it get noisy. In case it get noisy. IR grammar. I have a Marshall Plexi, which isn't entirely clean. Marshall Cab. AKG C414 miking up the whole thing, a bit of delay in the loop. Here's my cleanish signal. So let's start with the first mystery Tube Screamer. Like I said, everything sets halfway on all the pedals, so that's level, gain and tone. At least it's not noisy. That was number 1. Pedal number 2. Pedal number 3. number 4. Okay, quick run through of the pedals in order 1, 2, 3, 4. Just playing a simple A chord. Okay. Now the Ibanez Tube Screamer is known as being a very good clean boost as well. You can drive a really overdriven kind of heavy metal type amp and just use the Ibanez Tube Screamer as a clean boost. Now this is not a heavy metal type amp, it's a plexi, but I find it works quite nicely as a clean boost with this as well. So you turn drive all the way down and you turn volume all the way up. I've kept the tone smack bang in the middle. Now let's just compare the 4 pedals again. So pedal number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Okay, let's add drive. Okay, so what I did was added drive, and I've set everything to 3 o'clock basically, so all of the controls point that way. Yes, so there, all the controls are at 3 o'clock, and let's see. Still no noise actually, so that's a good thing. Number 2. number 3. Pedal number 4. Well, this is actually making a slight bit of noise. Okay, so one more setting to go, but please, before I reveal which pedal is which, post a comment, let me know which pedal you think is which. So it's the Joyo Vintage Overdrive and it's 3 different Ibanez Tube Screamers. Which is which? I wonder. So far I have to say, the differences are not major. They're actually even smaller than minor. That was a stupid joke. Anyway. Yes, let's put everything on full on the pedals and see how they sound. Okay, so tone, drive, level, everything is maxed out. And let's just go through them again in order. Pedal number 1. Now there is a tiny bit of noise, so I will use the noise gate now. Again, pedal number 1. Pedal number 2. Pedal number 3. Pedal number 4. Quick run through of the pedals one more time. Number 1. Two. 3. 4. Okay, so which pedal is which? Let me know in the comments. Time for the big unveiling. Yes, one of the pedals clearly developed problems at full settings or maximum settings, and that was pedal number 1, which was the Joyo Vintage Overdrive. The second one was the TS808. The third one was the TS9, and the last one was the TS Mini. The differences were small in the other settings, but when maxed out, the Joyo just really showed why budget pedals are a risk, because it sounded like it was dying. So, if you want to get a Tube Screamer and want to save a lot of money, you can get a Joyo Vintage Overdrive. Maybe you should get 2 just in case, because one of them might be totally rubbish. I've had the Joyo for quite some time. I haven't really used it. I made a video ages ago, or 2 videos maybe, and I have tried at max settings and it's not done that previously, but it's developed some kind of a problem down the line. The TS Mini is brand spanking new, whereas the other 2 Tube Screamers are second hand and slightly older, and they're just fine as you'd expect. Which one would I get? Now this is purely because I like to set and forget my pedal and just turn it on and off. I would probably get the TS Mini. Now the downside with the TS Mini is this. The tone and level knobs are really small. So if you want to adjust something live, it can be a bit of a bother, especially because it's all just black. There is a small indented line here that lets you know how much you have it turned up, but good luck seeing that on a dark stage. But if you're the kind of person who just likes to set and forget the pedal, this is a very good alternative. It's cheaper than either of the other 2 Tube Screamers. To be fair, there's not a whole lot in it. I would get this, but sound-wise I'd be perfectly happy with any one of these apart from the Vintage Overdrive, which has problems with its very existence. But even that, like at other settings, it sounded just fine. So if you want to watch more of my gear reviews, there's a playlist here somewhere. Other than that, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that bell notification thing. Like I said, comment, support me on Patreon, because I buy the gear that I review, so you get an honest review. Vintage Overdrive, maybe not so much. Any of the other ones will do, for me at least. Let me know in the comments. See you in another one. Take care. Bye!